Good day, good day, good day, and welcome to another experience time in Korea. Korea Teach and Learn in Korea experience video. I've decided I'm gonna go a little bit different on this one so that you guys can just get a roughly visual representation of where I lived. Now, thanks to the magic of the internet, we're going to go there via Google Street View. We're also going to go to November 2014. So the previous video was still in April of that year. Well, the previous videos talked about when I got there. This is roughly as close as I could get to when I got there. There's a few changes that we're going to get into, but we are going to show some Google Street View images of what we can potentially show in the what Google will allow us to show. So without any further ado, let me show. They've changed the place. The new place is a different restaurant now, obviously. I told you about Nolbu Bosam. And 2018, it has changed. But we are going back to 2014. And without any further ado, and I'm going to tell you stories about it and whatever. But without any further ado, let's just pop on over. Yoink. Aha! Now, we're looking, sort of. You know those stairs that I told you about? They were there. That's the stairs. I lived in that apartment on the other side, facing that hotel, right? So that's the apartment at the very edge of this thing. We're going to get a better view of it. But this is basically what I came home from. The bus terminal is that way. We came in, when we drove in from Jeonju, we came in on that angle, or from that street. I wonder if I can, yeah, that is the area where we came in from. It took me 3 months, it took me about 2 months to realize that, let me just quickly show you this. Yeah, this should be the angle. That there is, oh wow, they've changed this. Is this still 2014? Okay, this isn't 2014. Wait, hold on. That wasn't there. And I'm pretty sure that road wasn't there. Because the Hanaro Mart was literally, what I did is, I walked from the stairs, crossed the street, in this angle to get there. This building wasn't there. Let's see if it's there still when we move forward. Yeah. Okay, so this is the road I took. See? 2014. This is the road I took to get to Hanaromart. Hanaromatu. This is basically where I did most of my grocery shopping. Every Friday or Sunday. This is where I did most of my grocery shopping. Actually, no, every Saturday or Sunday. I'd buy enough groceries to last me 2 weeks. So roughly, and if I wanted to have like a little Paris baguette or whatever, or a little bit of bread in my system, that's where I would go, So, yeah, so this is 2014. The building's popping up. That's different. Shouldn't be there. But let's get back to you see, they've changed. This is now again changed. But this was a Nolbu Bosam. Why don't they show it now? If I go a bit forward. This was a Nolbu Bosam. This is not... oh, for fuck's sakes, man. Can't I... There we go. There we go. And up there, that was the owner of the restaurant and the place. Now, I was literally behind this tree on the other side. And let's go... Oh, and there's the pizza place, like I told you. And let's continue on. I said Hyundai Motors, but it was a Kia Motors store. This is the pub that I used to... They opened, they were just... They built it within... Since I got there, they built this pub. This was just like an empty building. They built this pub area, or this bar, whatever you want to call it, within about 3 or 4 months since I've arrived. And eventually they have changed that to New York 5th Avenue was also upstairs. I wonder if it'll change. Yeah. The entire area. Oh, it's a beauty salon. Holy crap. That wasn't a beauty salon. That was literally the upstairs of a New York restaurant. Okay, but let's go back. For a while, that was the upstairs, right? Oh, and I remember this type of weather, man. This type of weather was freaking constant. So as I told you, walk past motors, Kia Motors, not Hyundai Motors, and we continued on walking. And I believe this street is a street that I walked down a couple of times, found an awesome pizza place there, which we'll get to if we have enough time. This is the bank, Nonghyap Bank, that I basically spent my time with. This was the local restaurant and everything. You see, June 2008. This is the local motel type thing in this area. A lot of tourists came here. And I also like Conga Do. I also had a lot of coffee there, met a couple of foreigners there on their way to Sonunsa, which we'll probably get to in a future Google Maps video. And then, move down this street to get to the bus terminal. And I believe, you see, these eateries weren't here. Oh, no, there's the Pup Burger where she bought me. Oh, Pup Burger, the Pup Burger story? This is where she bought it. Pup Burger. Yeah, this is where she bought it and gave it to me. This 7-Eleven and this CS4U or C4U, this 7-Eleven and C4U saw me a lot. They saw me for my bus terminal passes or my bus passes. And this place saw me basically the first 2 or 3 months a lot for my food, which is another story we're going to get to. I know I said I'm going to talk about the students and everything. We're going to we're going to do that in a later video. Now, if I remember correctly, this mobile store wasn't here. But anyway, if I remember correctly, I don't remember the mobile store. Now, if I've got my facts straight, this street is the street where you go down to basically reach the shoddy part of downtown. And now this wasn't here. Let's see if we can get it to this wasn't here. This was the bus terminal. I used to stay there, wait there for my bus terminal, but let's go there. This wasn't there. They were busy building this. And the PC bung that I went to was right up there. The PC bung that I told you about was right up there. And this pharmacy saw me a lot when I went to the doctors or when I got ready to travel, because this was also this was the general bus terminal. So when I went to Gwangju or Jeonju or whatever, I'd grab some motion sickness medicine from here, and then I'd just get on the bus and drive and pass out. Those were the buses that took us to Gochang and everything. Now, going a bit further ahead, there's a restaurant here, an eel restaurant. I think it's on that corner. This eel restaurant we ate a lot at. I never ate here though. Debasaki. I never ate here though. This eel restaurant was like a staple thing to welcome in new foreigners. That's where we ate. And the Tous les Jours, right there. And right down here is where I spent a lot of time. There was, you can see there PC Bung. The dentist that I went to was in this building over here. And this is basically the area that I've walked. Now, they might have changed because this is about 2 years after I've left. Most of these shops have changed. My doctor was also down in this street somewhere here. This was the doctor area, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this was the doctor area. Now, and then the Lotte Mart is ahead of us somewhere. We're just moving forward a bit. Oh, fuck, I don't want to go there. I want to go there. A lot of clothing stores, more banks, and the giant circle that I told you about. This is quite a ways away. This is like a good 20-minute walk, and this is what you did a lot in Korea, is walk. Let's see here. What the hell is this area? I don't remember this. This is where I bought my shoes. The ASICS store is where I bought my shoes, as you can see there. And there's a pizza place here, Uncle something. Oh, Pizza School was also quite cool. Right next to the Mum's Touch. Here's the Lotteria fast food place. And we eventually got a Baskin Robbins here, which should show up. A Dunkin' Donuts, I mean. Dunkin' Donuts and a Baskin Robbins over there. This Paris Baguette is... Can't remember that. That Baskin Robbins moved from there to there, apparently. And this is the giant circle. You can see it's voting time and all that. That's the bank I used to go to. That's a building I used to go to transfer money to South Africa. And this place would light up at night and amazing stuff. But let's go towards the fortress. Now, you remember where the... Oh, fuck. Oh, you can't move in there? Oh, you can't. Now, you remember where the PC Bung was, the bus terminal? We walked all the way to about here. Also, this is also the building where a lot of the other foreigners stayed at. The other sweet buns, they stayed up top there. They stayed on top of that, and this was the fortress. Now, we can't really go much farther in, but I want you to keep this in mind, right? This area. We can't really go much farther in. There's the Gochang fortress, and let me tell you the story about snow. So the one Saturday morning in 2015, it was winter, and it was the first time I experienced snow in my life. We'll get into that again, but I need to explain to you what happened. So this Saturday morning, I woke up at 7 o'clock, right? I woke up at 7 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to explore. I want to see what this town looks like covered in snow. It's been snowing for a week or whatever, so it's been heavily deep into winter the one Saturday morning. And I get to this spot, and this entire area, untouched by footsteps, just the satiny covering of snow, just the satin cover, the satin sheet covering the earth, right? And it was quiet, it was beautiful, and you could smell the actinic. That's the best way I can explain it, and I think you guys would know when I mean it. You could smell the snow, right? So I decided, you know what? I was the first guy down this road to... Oh, you can see most of my background there. I'm sorry about that. Professional YouTuber here. This entire area was covered in snow, and I was the first guy to leave footsteps down here. So I know the path, and I'm walking, get to the fortress. It's still early, so they didn't stop me. But if they did, I just showed them my residency card, my alien registration card, and they'd be like, you live here, you can go in for free. So I go into that area, right? No leaves on the trees. I'm the first person there this time of morning. Crazy foreigner doing his crazy foreigner stuff. And the fortresses are designed in a specific way so that things can't enter it straight on. They have to go around a corner. So I go around that corner entrance, and this entire area opens up. And remember, no leaves on the trees. Well, mostly no leaves on the trees, but this giant forested area opens up, right? And it's snow everywhere. Everywhere I look, there was snow, and this deathly silence, right? This real quietness about it. Can't hear the cars in the city, in the town. Can't hear anything. Can't hear the birds. They're probably still freezing their tiny bird balls off. And it's this quietness, right? And peacefulness. I say deathly silence, but this peaceful quietness. No sound, no nothing. And the satin smooth, white, sort of like duvet, covering the ground. And it was so peaceful. And I'll remember that freaking for the rest of my life. That whole peacefulness. And I felt at peace. I felt home. I felt content. You know, feelings that I almost never experienced before in my life. I mean, aside from being at school and everything, because at school you don't really give a damn and you just continue on with your day to day stuff. After school, let's say like after school, this is the first time since I left school that I truly, truly felt content with everything around me, within me. I felt at peace and I felt happy and everything. So that snow, that one experience will stick with me forever, until the day I die. And one day I'd like to go back to Gochang in the winter, wake up pretty damn early in the morning, and just go to the forest again. To the fortress forest, if you will. Yeah. Man, that is such a beautiful, beautiful memory. And in the next video, we'll go back to my classes and tell me if you want to see more of these. There's about 3 or 4 more spots that I can show you with regards to Google Maps. But tell me if you want to see more of these and I'll get on it. And in the next video, we'll talk about the famed Tanbin and some of the students and what we've done. And like I said, we're not gonna go chronological anymore. We're just gonna go event based. I'll probably misrepresent some of the times, like, oh, maybe this happened in that time, but we'll go event based with all the students. And after that, we'll tackle my nightlife and everything. We'll tackle the friends and stuff that I made. So, yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for being on this journey with me and this first experience of snow and peace. Or first, like, true experience of snow. It was amazing. I mean, words can't describe it. And in the next video, we'll talk about my students. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then.